Hi, my name is Abhi and I work as a senior analyst at Citylabs, and this is a video tutorial to convert a shapefile into a cube highway network in the .NET format. Shapefile with me, and here inside this data folder I have a simple shapefile. It just has 4 files. It has a projection system so that it is properly georeferenced, and it has the dbf file which has all the attribute information. So let me just go ahead and open this shapefile in ArcGIS, which is a common planning tool, and let's see what it looks like before we start the conversion process. So I'm opening up my ArcGIS. I will drag and drop my shapefile. So, and let's say I open, right click on it and open my attribute table, so just to examine what kind of attributes are available in this shapefile. So I have a speed attribute, the speed on each of these links. It's 25 miles per hour or something like that. And I have number of lanes on each link, how many lanes there are, and you have some functional class. I mean, these are all optional variables. These are all the information which the shapefile can have, right? So the basic important thing is it needs to have a geometry, and it needs to be in a polyline shapefile format. So it has other attributes such as distance and toll information, if there are any tolls you're paying if you're traversing that link, and count information. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm also going to go ahead and add, let's say, add a underlying, this is just a world imagery layer from Esri. So I'm just going to add that and see how this aligns with my data. It is still drawing. Okay, finally drew something. So as you can see, this is a hypothetical network in somewhere in North Dakota, Fargo. If you zoom out, you can see it's in North Dakota. But just to show that the shapefile is properly georeferenced, I just pulled out a world imagery layer, and as you can see, it is decently overlapping with the underlying roadway network imagery layer. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and now I'm going to open Cube and try to convert this shapefile into a workable transportation modeling network, which will be either in a .NET format, which is the proprietary format which Cube uses, or you can convert that into a geodatabase format. So let's go ahead and first open the tool. So you can access the tool to convert the shapefile into a network file from File, Tools, and inside this you have this tool called Build Network from Shape. So you can open it here. Before this, I just want to show the version of Cube I'm running. So if I go to the question mark here, I can click on it and click on About. So it will give me the About screen, information on what Cube version I'm using. Currently I'm using the release version Cube 602, and I also have ArcGIS Desktop 10 installed on my computer with also have a runtime on top of it. This runtime is optional if you have desktop installed. So click that, go and access my tool again, Tool, Build Network from Shapefile. So here, as you can see, there are several options available here. So I'm going to go ahead and give my links. So I have this stored inside C drive, video tutorials, Build Network from Shapefile. Inside data, I have my road centerline shapefile. I don't have a nodes layer. If you have a nodes layer which has information on the node numbers, you can you have the option to add that so that the node numbering is consistent. So right now I don't have that, so I'm just going to leave that blank. And destination, I'm going to put this inside. Let's say I'm going to call this highway network dot net. So I'm going to convert into a net format. So as you can see, there are 3 options. You can convert into a net format, or you can store it inside a geodatabase. Right now I'm just going to convert into a .NET format. Alright, so right now also the shapefile does not have information on A node and B nodes. So I'm going to create new A nodes and B nodes. I'm going to say add a new A nodes and B nodes. So for every link, it is going to add a unique A node and B node, so that it will recognize that if two links are connected to each other, one of the A nodes of one link is the B node of the other link, so that traffic can flow on this link. So in order to maintain the topography, we need to create the A nodes and B nodes. If you already have that information available in the shapefile, if most Navteq or TomTom based networks have some information like that, then you can use that existing information. Another important attribute which you have to have in a shapefile is the direction field. So right now I also have a field inside the shapefile with an attribute called one-way, two-way, so which will indicate if each link is a one-way link or a two-way link. So I'll use that indicator. Here I'm going to say one-way, two-way, and this grouping limit, you have to no, it's normally recommended that you set this limit to a very large number, a very small number, so that it will if two nodes are very close by, it will still recognize that as two different nodes. So starting node number, whenever it's going to add a new node, we need a starting node number, so that it will add a node and give that node number to it. So I'm going to give something large, let's say 10,000. The maximum node number in which the recognized in cube is 6 nines, 9999999. So anything less than that will be valid. Maximum zone number, I know that in this network I'm going to add like 25 zones, so I'm just going to give a number 100, so that in case I might increase the zones from 25 to something else in the future, I'll have some buffer. And all I have to do is click on OK. So it will start building the process. As you can see, it is building the network from the shapefile, and it says import is complete, so which means that it already created the .NET file. This depends on how big your network is, the time it takes to convert the process. If you're building a Navteq network for the whole state of Florida, it might take like 15 to 20 minutes depending on the intensity and the number of links involved in the conversion process. So I click OK and I click close, and I'm just going to open that file to see what it did. So I click on file and open, and I'm going to go to C drive, video tutorials, DNFS. From the drop down, I'm going to choose all files. You can create at a highwaynetwork.net. Click on open. So as you can see, it created the highway network. If I click on any of the link, I can see that it has all the attributes which it pulled from the shapefile. Now I can go ahead and post my one-way, two-way information. And as you can see, now it has converted the shapefile into a stick network. But if I want the true shape information displayed, I can do that by the following. You can go into the analysis tab, the GIS tools tab. Before that, I need to open the shapefile for it to get the true shape information from. So I click on layer control, I click on polyline, click on browse, on data, and I give the source information from which it created the network. Click on OK. So now it recognizes that there is a polyline shapefile underneath it, so it can get the shape information from. So if I zoom into this area, right now my network is in stick format, but it can get the true shape format from the underlying shape layer. So now in the GIS tools tab, you can see the true shape display button is enabled now. So because it recognizes that there is an underlying polyline shapefile, so I click on this and then I say display true shape is on. It said it found the true shape information for 1,153 links. I click on OK. So now my network is also a true shape. In the next tutorial, we are going to see on how to add centroids and centroid connectors to this network. Until then, I hope this tutorial has helped you learn how to convert a shapefile into a workable transportation network in Cube, which is the .NET format. If you have any questions, leave comments on these videos, and based on that, I can create new tutorials. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.